while Washington is threatening to sue Arizona over their new immigration law. In Oklahoma, a candidate for state attorney general promises to sue the federal government over the cost their state racks up associated with illegal immigration.
Scott Pruitt is a former Oklahoma state senator, now running for state attorney general, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Mr. Pruitt.
Good morning to you.
All right, so this is a novel idea that we have not heard. We've heard rumors that the federal government may in fact sue Arizona over this new law, but you're going to turn the tables and sue them? How?
And that's the way to put it, Gretchen, in the sense of turning the tables. You know, what caused Arizona to act the way that they acted? It's because the federal government has refused to do its obligation under the Constitution. The federal government is required to enforce and secure the border. And that failure has caused states across the country to incur damages and to take up police powers within its own state to protect itself. This lawsuit, this action really is about one thing: the federal government's failure and holding them accountable.
Give us an idea of the numbers. I heard $2.7 billion. That's the cost in your state in particular. Is that correct?
Well, there was a study in 2006 that addressed direct cost to the state of Oklahoma. Obviously, there's not been an in-depth study. That would occur through discovery. It's at least in the hundreds of millions of dollars to the state of Oklahoma. But the real key is to make sure that we hold the federal government accountable for its failure to do its obligation under the Constitution. Right. The president talks often about this failure in the states, the failure at the federal level, that we should have immigration policy reform at the federal level. He can secure the border today. He has the power to secure the border today. That should be his focus, to make sure that he does his obligation under the Constitution. He has that power to protect the states. Arizona did what it only could do, which is protect itself and pass law. This is another approach to initiate an action against the federal government, hold them accountable for the damages that Oklahoma and other states are incurring year to year.
Well, that's, you know, that would seem like it would be the states' rights. Scott, there's a brand new Fox News Opinion Dynamics poll out. We asked people, should the states have the right to make their own immigration laws? And by a margin of 2 to 1, people say yes. Also, the next question is, do you favor or oppose requiring people to show their documents to prove that they're in the country illegally? 84% favor it. What about the people of Oklahoma, Mr. Pruitt? Are they behind a program much like what they are going to institute in Arizona?
Well, as I've been across the state of Oklahoma, it's been very clear to me that the people of Oklahoma have supported Arizona's effort to protect itself. It's very hypocritical of the federal government to say, Arizona states, you don't have any role as it relates to immigration, but yet we're not going to enforce the law or act to protect you.
Right.
It really puts the states in a difficult position. The states say, what can we do to protect ourselves?
And the amazing...
Arizona took one approach. They passed a law. They adopted law at the state level that mirrored federal level, federal law. That is a good step. This action, this lawsuit, is another approach. I hope that other states across the country will join this effort to send a message to Washington to do its job, to secure the borders, to protect the states, and if they do not, they should incur the damages that states are incurring each year.
And the amazing thing is, in Mexico, immigrants there cannot be an economic burden. I mean, that's amazing on its face. They have to be healthy. They can't have any criminal record. They must show birth certificate. They must provide own health care. Seems to be a little hypocritical. A former state senator, Scott Pruitt, candidate for Oklahoma Attorney General. Good seeing you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you all.